Wilson will kick off to get us underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Running it to the right. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Buckeyes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll make the catch inside his own territory. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This offense has it with really good field position. The give from the gun. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in, it's Smith. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And 3rd down, great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone. Those guys make life easy on a quarterback.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Scrambling away. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for room. It's Martin. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? To the air, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He lets one fly deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Looking for more room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Using that running game to bludgeon forward, he's got 4 down to the 35. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, the ground game. He has the first and still on his feet. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together, going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can run the football, beat...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Pressure coming. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
Looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
They've got to find a way to get this guy into a rhythm. Here we go, starting the game. He's 1 for 7. They've got to find some easy completions, 3-step drops, RPOs, swing passes to the running back, something to get this guy some confidence because he's not playing with any right now.
Great job by the QB and the wide receiver understanding what they had to do to get a first down. I don't care about the completion. I don't care about getting a certain amount of yards. I got to get that first down.
Found the seam on the left. Big pickup on the ground, knocked down at the 28-yard line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Rolls it in.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll run the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he puts through the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Holstein. Got it in the middle, it's Carter. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll move the tight end. He's looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. It's a running room. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Now he's going to break the pocket. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Who cares about double coverage? Just get it in there. Give your guy a chance. And it worked out that time.
And the receiver would definitely agree with you. It's a little bit risky, throw it in traffic, but trust your guy. You know, he's going to go up, make a play in the end zone. You can tell you've thrown that ball to him, and you trust him, and he goes and rewards you for it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the back. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Clemson. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these...
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here's the handoff. Crosses the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. To the ground. He's got it again. Turning on the jets. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times now they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the good passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Fighting off the defender. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got the quick pass. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Coming out aggressively. Catch inside the 25. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Creates a little space. It's a seam wide open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Ran through the contact. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job in the last drive, but man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and 1.
He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense changing the play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Might be looking to run. Right down the middle. Give him 6. Touchdown, Clemson.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
There's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Smashes through the tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Moss. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. The play action fake. He's got an open man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Trying to get behind the defense. He straight inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense comes.
Diving for the goal line, and the ball's knocked free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you dive, and make sure you got that thing locked up. He did.
All out of space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Hard running there. He's loose. Smashes through the tackle. Big running play. Gets it out to the 20 before he steps out of bounds.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs, and now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the third play of this drive, third down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing.
Wide open spaces. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Pauly. There he goes. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Under fire. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
And he made the extra point without problem. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just love love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
And the Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Caught near the sticks, it's Moss. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Looking to fire. Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Touchdown, South Carolina! They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he's showing all of those attributes right there.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. On target. At the 45 on its way. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. Makes the grab on the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He's got it and still on his feet. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his own 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Moss. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
So much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Back to pass, it's Jordan. Oh, they're after him! And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Going for it all. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Clemson is quick to the line. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Grab near the marker, it's Humphries. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and they bolt on top by 1 here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. He'll start this drive firing. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. He's got the back in the middle. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Looking to throw on first down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Clemson. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And it's go time. You need a play late, and the big tight end comes through for you. You find him, he does the rest, catches the football, gets in for the touchdown, and now you take the lead.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third down, going up top. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Caught over the middle. It's right. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down.
Na 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 na. Hey, goodbye.